It's good just to twiddle around with the guitar, you know. That's most songs, well, not most, but a lot of songs I've written over my career have just been really come about by twiddling. You get ideas and you take you on a journey, and sometimes playing a different guitar or playing a different instrument gives you a different idea. It's different when I target write songs, because that's another thing I do is I write songs for people, whether you want a song written and recorded, studio recorded, to give to a partner or a parent, or as a legacy song or a gift of some type. I've done that. I've written songs for a lot of businesses, organisations, and into those songs I write in little things that can be used as jingles or audio logos. And it's one of those big areas that a lot of businesses forget about. They look at their branding, they look at their visual branding, and they put a lot of time and effort into the visuals, but audio is a huge part of it, particularly today online. You know, you go onto a website, every time you click on something, you know, people hear a sound coming up, an audio sound. It actually works the same as visual branding does. And by tying that into a song that can be used for a business, I'm not talking about jingles. I've never been a jingle writer, but I write real songs, but I can write them to briefs and for purposes. And one of the things I love doing is writing a song for a business, which isn't about their business, but it sounds like their business, it feels like their business, but often is written about a cause that they support. It might be something to do with domestic violence, it could be the environment, it could be something like else, and then we associate that song to a charity, and we raise money for that charity through the song. People get to the business's website, they download the song for a donation that goes to the charity, and within that song, businesses get branding assets, they get good PR from aligning to the charity, and we bring a genuine result to the charity, but we help with the business's branding. So that's another part of songwriting that I've been involved with. Happy to talk to anyone about. Songs generally come about by twiddling around. Although this song, I've had a few occasions where a song's been written in my mind before I've got to the guitar. There's a song of mine called Sweet Thing, which was written for my oldest daughter when she was about 3 or 4 years old. She fell off a monkey bar and broke a leg, and as a young parent, it's like you kind of just feel so helpless, you know. And shortly after she did that, did a gig down the Gold Coast, and I was driving home. By the time I got back home, the song was alive in my mind. I could hear all the little guitar bits, the lyrics. My job then became, from the time I got home about 2 or 3 in the morning till dawn, to work out what I was hearing in my head. It was just like kind of back in the days before we had all this stuff on the internet, we used to work out songs by, you know, playing the tape over and over and over again and figuring it out. Well, I was doing that in my mind. Hey Jackie, I see your message there. Thanks. Good to see you. Thank you. Who's not sure who like hearing the stories about the songs, but thank you very much. We even got Pav. Yes, we did get Pav from the Kiwis, that is true. Well, we had that argument in this house because we're a half Kiwi, half Australian house. And where did the Pav come from? Yeah, we got it anyway, so just happy it's there. The Sweet Thing. So I sat there for ages working it out. And the funny thing for me is, when I was back at school, I was actually, first thing I learned was bass. I was a bass player, and I actually, in 1980, won the Queensland State School Bass Player of the Year Awards at the Jazz Band Festivals at Cloudland. I think it was because I played electric bass and double bass. And back in those days, I could read music. Once you get into the rock and roll scene, you read chords, and everyone kind of jams on the scales, and you lose the skill of reading music and writing music. So often I'd have a song like this, and we'd take it into the studio, and I would have to sit down with people like Jason Millhouse or Mick Flanders and say, well, here's a song that goes like this, and I can tell them what that chord is and that one, and I get to parts where I go, I don't know what you technically call these chords, but what is it, guys? And they would work it out for me, and then the band would know what to play, or at least what to jam on. But bittersweet thing, it went like this. Such a sweet thing when I see the sun rise over your land. How am I supposed to guide you through things I don't understand? To walk in my footsteps, walk ahead and make your own, but know the truth. Cut fingers, kick toes, you're never alone. I've learned to tumble when I fall. With all these scars I bear hold lessons for us all. Well, so all that was in my head, and I had to work it out, and it was cool. The other song that came to me like that was a song called Reach Around the World, which we were releasing some songs in China. And I'd actually got to work with... I went over there doing festivals at the invitation of the Queensland government when Peter Beattie was Premier. And I was the first Australian artist to sign to a government record company to release my album, Songs from the Fourth Floor, which got released over there as an album called Postcard. And while that was happening, I wrote a song, because they had in 2000... what year was it, 2008, 9? They had the Sichuan earthquake, where I think it was something like 70 or 80,000 people got killed. And I wrote a song called Hold Their Spirits High. And we got to permission to record that with one of the major artists, major TV personalities and radio DJs called Lin Yi. And it became the feature of a concert, televised concert that the Queensland Trade Commissioner attended and everything, and the concert raised over $1 million for the Chinese Red Cross. So then one thing led to another, and I was getting all these stories about what I was doing in China happening, and I ended up working with China's largest pop label, Tyroi Music, and we recorded a song called Reach Around the World, which I wrote. And I wrote it swimming in a pool we had at the house we lived at in Sandgate. I wanted this song about people from different cultures being friends, without taking it further than friends, but being friends across cultures, and they knew each other as kids, and then they met when they were older. And that was that song, Reach Around the World, and that song went to number 3 on the Chinese national radio charts. I never got a copy of the charts at 3, but I did get a copy of it at 4 with an arrow coming down. Close my eyes and see you smile. See you smile. I've got a better black. I haven't sung it for so long. I'll relearn it and do it. But if you look up Nick Phillips and OK Phillips Reach Around the World, you'll see the film clip on there, which we shot in Beijing in minus 15 degrees weather. Now, for a Queensland boy, that was a challenge. And what I didn't realise was that I had normal shoes on, right? And between shots, you'd rug up, but when you're doing the normal shots, you had to be looking normal. And I didn't realise how much cold comes up through your feet. My legs were just killing me by the end of the day. Anyway, another great song I did over there was one called Wuxing Hongxi, which is 5-star red flag. It's a song written by a guy called Li Jie. And Li Jie was a writer and producer, and it was a big hit for a guy called Sun Nan, who was like the Robbie Williams of China, I guess. And Lee Jia produced me to do an English/Chinese version where I sang part in Chinese, part in English. And the film clip for that one, we got to record it, part of it in Tiananmen Square, on the day that President Xi they were having their first big conference with President Xi. And I thought, security was really tight, and I thought there'd be an issue. And you got these police going around on those sort of moped, they stand-up motorized things they have. They'd come over and they'd talk to the guys that were filming with me. And they just told them, we're doing a film clip with an Australian guy for Wuxing Hongxi. And they're like, okay. So I was there. But we ended up shooting part of that clip up on the Great Wall. And we were given permission to go there just as it closed. Because normally the Great Wall, there's like just thousands and thousands of people everywhere. But when it was closed, there was no one there. Just me, the cameraman we were working with, up on the Great Wall. And there was this light snow falling. And you see it on the film clip, and it was just the most amazing experience being on the Great Wall, that type of weather, no one around, singing this song. And that's one of the great memories I've been blessed to have. I can tell you, it's great.